Mapoche, hello, honor to meet you. As mentioned before, I am absolutely counting this great general to have a Z in her name because it was there before they changed it. I promise. Joan of Arc up next. Beautiful, but that's one more point. We're up to 7. It's 3 great people, 1 wonder, and 1 city that we have earned so far. We'll keep an eye on it. I reckon we can get this up higher. Right, Egypt, can we make peace, please? Yeah, go on, you know you want it. Now, the reason, as I mentioned before, I'm keeping Egypt alive is because I am getting tourism with Egypt. I want to keep them in the game. There we go, look at that. Do you see lifetime tourism, 6,500? If that was showing, like, for Boulevard, for instance, as tourism 0, then I wouldn't be so tempted to keep them around, but it seems like they've spawned into the game pretty early, and I'm actually going to make use of some open borders here as well. Oh, I'm going to maybe pay for it. Fine, I'll give you a luxury and take some gold instead. That is a city taken from Mali, which I'm hoping I should be able to keep relatively easily. Don't know. Might need to just work on some luxuries here a little bit. But again, Mali is now down to 1 city. Peace for you as well. Mali may not be able to actually retain themselves into the game, keep independence, minus 15 on their city at the moment. In fact, actually, a few of my cities might have some loyalty problems now. We do have some decent grievances after all, but I can always liberate them if I need to. What I've effectively done is sort of allowed everybody city-states. Like, normally there would be city-states on Africa, but sort of created my own. Well, I thought I'd push my luck by settling on Antarctica. I couldn't see what was on it. I just brought a settler here without any escort, and yeah, it's gonna get killed. Never mind. Let's pretend that we didn't see anything. It's the best way. I keep doing this, I know, but a small distraction just to ballistics briefly. Love the idea of a field cannon in a city. The moment my city defenses are not quite enough to destroy zombies in 1 hit, but they're very close. I mean, zombies currently are about the 30 strength, though they've got 9 mutations. They're at 29 strength officially, but yeah, I think we can definitely do that. One relatively exciting little revelation is that Vietnam have offered on a couple of occasions to do a joint war with Japan, totally unprovoked, without me even asking for it, so that could be fun. Either way, my Impi are making their way across. They're probably in need of pike and shot upgrades by the time I get to Japan, but I don't have to upgrade them until they've made the sea journey, and I can upgrade them right on the borders and not pay the maintenance cost. Oh, more zombies appearing in all of my new conquered lands. This might happen for a little while, but don't worry. The walls aren't taking long to stick up. I've got limes in. We're boosting these through nice and quick, and as I say, 4 turns away from a field cannon ranged attack. That means my city strikes will have 75 strength once I get a core of those upgraded, which is pretty cool. Hello, Asiador. You can join my empire now. You'll love it here. Oh, the mausoleum has got your name written all over it. James of St. George. I was really hoping Imhotep would pop up next, but no. Alas. Imhotep still might pop up, and we're generating a lot of gold, so I'm hoping we can just buy out these engineers as they pop along, but I really want Petra City here. It would be so good. One thing to remember with the Zulu ability, something I often forget, is the 5 extra loyalty you get for having a core army in the city. That's not a war thing. That's generally. So I couldn't maintain the population or the loyalty in this northern city because of all of these Mediterranean cities to the north of me. Just leave a core in it, and yeah, it's totally legit. Oh, Egypt literally just bought the engineer. How have you got that much gold? I honestly thought I'd stolen it all. How are you doing that? Oh no, is it faith? That could have just been a huge faith accumulation they had. I guess that sort of makes sense. Fine, we'll allow it. It's better when the zombies spawn next to my encampments. Oh yeah, I don't even need to do anything. They just get blasted to bits, and my walls pretty much in every city are now being finished, which is great. I've got more luxuries. Oh, that was incense. That was something I didn't have. Ah, nice. I want to get my cities all to content, especially my Pingala city. If I can keep that one as content, I'll be very happy. There is Imhotep. Oh, I've just realized that there's an artist with a Z in my name. Oh, okay. Oh man, I really want Imhotep. India's quite close. How much gold has India got? Not enough at the moment. I have to try. Okay, hang on. I might be able to sell some of my strategics here. Yeah, I certainly can. America wants all of the very nasty weaponry. I love it. There we go. There is an artist with Z in the name. It's another point. Okay, Imhotep. Now we need to just hope India doesn't get Imhotep in the meantime. And yep, I need to give myself another point. We're up to 8 now. Theodore, though, wades in and the mausoleum is now finished. All engineers have an additional charge. Oh, yeah. Now, if I can get Imhotep, that should be 3 wonders, including Petra, guaranteed. I've got Theodore as well. I'm going to use Theodore just to rush Chichen Itza, again, with a Z. That'll help and make me feel a lot better about the situation. Perfect. Ancient walls, good. Let's get the caravels out now. I have great plans to produce a lot of caravels, and I do have units that are making their way over to Japan at the moment. It's going to take them ages to get there, and Japan are just teching up their defenses. It's taking me far too long to get around, but it's okay. We'll do it eventually. We'll do it eventually. There's still someone we haven't met. I think it must be Inca, but I think they are a little bit further into South America and I haven't been able to spot them just yet. I'll find them eventually. I'll find them. I just checked, by the way, 16 civilizations are still in the game that I can get tourism with. 16. So at the moment, we're getting 1,567 per turn. We need 12,400 to get a tourist. It's such a crazy amount. So I think I'm getting almost like 1.5 to 2 domestic foreign tourists every turn at the moment. India are getting 1. So it's right on the cusp. At the moment, we're pretty even. We need to probably triple to quadruple my tourism. If I can get it to like 300-400, I think we'll have a lot more luck. But yeah, no, actually this culture victory may be possible. I don't know, but we'll see. No. Zombies. No. If you spawn anywhere near my main contingent of cities, there's absolutely no chance you'll survive the turn. So don't bother. Helicopter kicker, I need you to really kick. I need you to kick hard. Pike and shot. Oh, I might have to do that. I was going to give you the upgrade, but just let me get Imhotep first. Then I'll give you the upgrade. But like, I have this in mind. You are shortly going to be needed to rescue Mali from themselves. And of course, by from themselves, I do of course mean from the terrible loyalty issues they've gotten into from my unprompted invasion, which is sort of the real little caveat text in that. You know, if we're really after detail, I mean, but who's really truly after detail? I don't know. Oh, India just gave me the Ark of the Covenant. Now, relics are really, really useful, actually. Really, really useful, because there is normally a bit of a tourism issue, where if you follow a different religion or the enemy has enlightenment, you can get minus 50% penalties. So, in theory, religious tourism can get a minus 100% penalty, and it doesn't apply at all. However, the 1,700 and something percent that I have on tourism from my monopolies, actually, when you work out the game mechanics, it's additive. It's not multiplicative. That's a mouthful. But so it's like 1,750 minus 50 minus 50. So relics will only give 1,650%. So they're actually really, really worth it. Weirdly, it makes reliquaries kind of useless when you have monopolies and corporations mode on. Admittedly, when you're going for a tourism victory, any mode is totally useless. Anything you do is absolutely pointless apart from monopolies, but we kind of have broken it slightly just by doing all of the invading. Invading really does help you to build a monopoly. After all, how is the AI supposed to fight you if you own everything? Oh look, Ursa's got a tea monopoly. Is it because he owns 75% of the world's landmass? Probably. Anyway, here is Imhotep. Huzzah! Okay, definitely got to get Petra. Absolutely, we've got to get Petra. So mercantilism actually lets us know which resources we have a monopoly on and which ones are close. Cotton is really close. We could probably get a monopoly on cotton if we had one more source of it. Arabia's got a bunch. Interesting. Very interesting, don't you think? The Mayans have got quite a few monopolies. I've got incense, I've got mercury. There's only one copy of both on the map, which is relatively entertaining. How are there only 2 pearls on the map? That's ridiculous. Ivory. Oh, ivory I've almost got total control of, and coffee. So ivory. Oh, and amber. Oh, I could get total control over amber with these 2. So Toledo I've definitely got to take. I am friends with the Spanish, which is kind of a bit annoying, but the era will flip at some point and hopefully loyalty will do its thing. Definitely cotton. I wanted to see where else we could pick cotton up from because I have most of it and I've kind of improved most of it as well. Yeah, Arabia. Arabia have got quite a bit. There's another source of ivory. Oh, I could use that, but it's too far away from my territory unless I can steal it somehow. Oh, there's the other source of coffee. Oh, I'm such a fool. Go and grab it, please, quickly. Well, now that I've got that, I'm going to go for my usual favourite, which is natural history, because then I can get zoos, then I can get aquariums, and we can be happy. Everyone can be happy. Okay, as expected, Mali has left the game, but we can bring them back in pretty quick, I think. I've got enough army in this little area to make a little bit of a mess, which is good. Portland, you can help with this as well. Go shooting the enemy. Great Zimbabwe. Let's get that down. It's got another Z in it. And my first caravel as well. My first caravel? Probably not my first caravel. It is a caravel. Get that over. Making a nice journey to Japan. This is the Chichen Itza. I built it because it's got a letter Z in it, and this is a one rainforest city, so it is officially pointless, but it gives me 2 points in my self-proclaimed challenge, so there we go. It's the second wonder. I've got Great Zimbabwe, as I've just mentioned, being built, and I believe it's just the city-state wonder, which, I mean, that is absolutely pointless. That is the last one to go now, but we'll update, and now we've got 10 points, because we have 2 wonders. There you go. You see, look, it's all coming together. So with this plantation, that's a coffee monopoly done, and yeah, it's like another 100%. The monopolies for very small resources, so that's only 2 copies of coffee across the entire nation. Those don't give you much. You've always got to hold out for the luxuries that have more than, say, 7 or 8 copies. Those are the ones that give you crazy numbers. You go Portland, have a field cannon. Huzzah! 75 strength. Now I'm hoping that means my cities, oh yeah, they can just obliterate zombies. That makes me feel a lot safer about everything now. A lot safer. There are no city-state troops to worry about here, so I'm just going to cross the battering ram over. Still got ancient walls, so Impy can attack once, ruining the walls and also bypassing them. Helicopter kicker, just with a great general. There you go, bam. I think next turn we should be able to liberate the city back to Mali. My 4 alliances have expired. That's a shame, but we can get them all back up. As I say, we want to keep at least a few people on side at any one point. Just a little temporary dip away from serfdom into Gothic architecture so that Imhotep has a 15% boost in a city with neutral amenities, which means that it works in one go. If you don't have the 15% card on, often a city will need like 30-40 production to finish one of these classical wonders, and this city had like 2 production per turn. It wasn't going to happen. There we go. It's a Sahara Petra. Look at this. Oh, okay, these tiles are going to absolutely boom this city. So we'll keep an eye on this. But this population will help actually these cities all to grow behind it. Loving it. No other wonders in the classical age or below, unfortunately. So Imhotep's charges probably will get used on something that isn't as great. Might as well just plump them into Great Zimbabwe. Ah yes, Great Zimbabwe in a city with 0 international trade. 'Tis the optimized way. Fire the Portland cannons. Excellent. Helicopter kicker. I could get you to finish this city off, but I might not need to, actually. I can just instead grant you the pike and shot upgrade. Oh yes, 70 strength. Beautiful. Liberate to founder. Mali. Perfect. Loads of diplo favor. I'm just going to sell that immediately. But more importantly, a reduction in grievances. It's a small reduction, but the world will soon forget my crimes. Maybe. I mean, I'm losing 28 favor per turn, so I might as well take the 100 gold per turn that Spain is offering me. It seems like a no-brainer. Oh, I like these deals. Strategic resources for a grass-cutting sword. Perfect. I'll take it. I mean, those are the grievances, by the way. I took a huge amount from the war with Mali, so 687, and I just reduced it by 32 by liberating the city, so I'd have to do that roughly 23, 24 times in order to reduce it all the way down to 0, but it might happen. Actually, no, it absolutely will happen because Mali's losing their city again, even though I liberated them, and they have absolutely no loyalty pressure from my cities. Spain by themselves is providing -32. They've only got +9 themselves. Portugal's helping in as well. This city will keep flipping every 5 to 10 turns, depending on whether they can be bothered to put a governor in it, which, to be honest, if I was in their position, I wouldn't bother. Colonialism has been achieved. Look at that. We've still got defensive buildings, we've got naval units, veterancy, professional army. It's all pretty decent, to be fair. It's a big sprawling empire. No matter what I do, it's going to look slightly disjointed, but this is okay. I feel like our setup is fairly decent now, especially because we can just one-shot zombies, which is brilliant. I don't know how long that'll last. That may not last as long as I'd want it to, but, you know, it's okay. Oh, Great Zimbabwe, it's almost there now. Look at that, 15 population in my Pingala city, but 2 turns left on Great Zimbabwe. That'll be another 2 points for me. And look at this little wave of units I'm sending over to Japan. Oh dear. See, this is what I mean. Vietnam really, really, really wants the war with Japan. They keep offering it to me. The walls have crept up from about 50 strength to 60 strength now. Maybe slightly problematic, and they're medieval walls as well. I am bringing siege equipment, so I should have some ability to land, and even just taking Nagoya. This city itself will allow me to buy and upgrade troops in this area. Don't forget, I can also upgrade my troops in Vietnam, so it's not the end of the world. It's going to be just like a really random naval strike, though. Can Ursa take the entirety of the Japanese mainland just because? Great Zimbabwe! 1 trade route capacity. Trade routes from this city get 2 gold for every bonus resource within 3 tiles of the city and in the city's territory. Actually thinking about it, I thought that was international only, but it's not, is it? I think that's all trade routes. That could be a lot more useful than I suspected. It's only giving me 2 gold because I kind of chopped everything away, but there's a cattle there. The problem is the territory's kind of been divided up slightly strange, but yeah, no, there's 1 cattle. That might be about it. Okay. You know what? Look, we get another trade route, and that's the important thing. And, we'll just keep on building it into my capital. We've got a dam coming in now because this keeps flooding, and it's really annoying. We have William Shakespeare. Oh, can I spell William Shakespeare with a Z, please? That would be very handy. Marie is up next. Again, nobody has a Z in the name. That's got to be a positive. Trader in the city, builder in the city. My Pingala city just needs farms everywhere. There's fish to be improved. There's farms to be put down, even though they're pointless. Anything that gives housing right now has got to be a good thing for me. Yep, frustratingly, Mali did manage to get a little bit more loyalty. It's still reducing, but it's every 10 turns, not every 5 for that city disappearing. But, it's fine. It should be okay. More great works of writing, though. That's up to 141 tourism, which is worth 2,400 or so to most people. So we're now getting, I would say, about 4 to 5 tourists per turn, and India's gaining just over 1. So we're catching up. We should get a culture victory within about 30 turns, I reckon. Now, India will likely speed that up, but for now, it's all looking good. Out of curiosity, if at this point I said, Votey McVoteface, how many people watching this would actually get what I'm referring to? Let me know in the comments. I'm intrigued to see if people actually really get the reference at all. And no, I don't mean David Attenborough. Right, luxury policies, it's always voting on something. I'm going to vote on amber, but quite frankly, doesn't matter. Actually, no, I'm going to vote on tea. And now I haven't got tea. Mwah! As you can tell, the World Congress does not bother me at all. Wales? Calvinism? Oh dear. So, you think you can rig the World Congress to ban Wales? That don't impress me much. The best bit I love about building the Akanda is that not only is it half price, but when you've got the veterancy card on, it's 30% production towards the whole cost, not the half cost. You can see that by looking at the how much it would. Oh no, it's just great. Terracotta Army, because I thought, what could be better to streamline a turn on a huge map with hundreds of units than to give them all promotions that I then have to cycle through? Yeah, fun. Still though, actual industrialization, that is pretty nifty. How much coal have I got? There's some under a forest, some under a hill, and some under a lumber mill. Oh yay! Don't you love it when none of it is upgraded? I just put that lumber mill in. I literally just put that lumber mill in. Ugh. Fine. I'll dig it up again. Removing all of the science from the natural appeal of my land. Terrible. Alright, now I've got that. Let's get a workshop and then a factory and a coal power plant. Beautiful. It's nowhere near the city I kind of needed in, but at least it's there. Power, humming power, beautiful. Nagoya just in front of us as well. Now, if a couple of friendships have just expired. Oh, what? You can't deny our friendship. Oh dear. It's like every time the friendships all go, like one person escapes my net. Please no, please stay friends with me. Oh, now Vietnam don't want a war with Tokugawa now. Why not? Got a bit of military. I don't know what it could be, but we're going to go formal war for now. Be careful and come at me. Yeah, you know what? You're samurai. Well, welcome to my impy. I'll show you what a good unique unit actually is. If I move that caravel to there, and then I've got, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just move it there just to siege Nagoya. I should have time to launch a couple of little surprise squeaky attacks. A 1, a 2, a 3, Perfect, I should be able to take that next turn just as my army arrives. Now, how I'm going to actually keep this city, I have no idea. I'm kind of Victor's busy keeping a lot of my stuff from being taken over at the moment, but it's okay. Like, I'd rather lose all these cities, to be absolutely honest with you, and I'd rather take the city that begins with Z. Oh, I thought Brasilia was spelt with a Z. It's not. It's spelt with an S. Of course it is. You fool, Ursa, you fool. Oh, I was so smug. I really was. Like, I had my absolute smug face out. I was ready to be like, oh, look what I remembered. Like Icarus, I flew too close to the end of the alphabet and it burned. Water parks? Zoos? What does the Zulu Empire need if not zoos? Oh, hello. It appears to be some sort of Japanese navy. Uh-oh. This I disapprove of heavily. Very, very heavily. Nagoya is mine. Minus 20 loyalty. Ooh. Okay, we're down to minus 15 because I've got my beautiful Corin. I've got my Praetorium, which will give 2 loyalty per turn to a city as long as it's got a governor. That's a good start, but we're going to need more than that. Go for loyalty for cities with a garrisoned unit. So between these little bits and pieces, what I can actually do is set up a city. There you go, just moving Moksha in, where I've got, oh yeah, look at that. That is mad. So 7 from the governor plus 2 is 9. 5 from the core. And then 2 from the actual occupied unit from the government as well. So yeah, we've got 17 extra loyalty. So even though I've got minus 20, I'm going to hold on to that city for about 15 turns. Oh, beautiful. And even better, the Ironclad update is literally on the way. We like that. Let's get the naval units promotion. This will help a lot just to reinforce my units against the Japanese just a little bit. I'm also going to get wars of religion. I was going to pop my religion at some late point, and actually this is a really good late point because what I can do is just make my own religion so that I'm fighting with a different religion to Japan and give myself an absolute bunch of spare combat power. It should work really well. Portland, by the way, expert marksman, 2 shots. Oh yeah, from an encampment as well. It's perfect. You don't have encampment yet, or garrison, but you will do soon. Okay, let's start upgrading. We've got a field cannon core in this city, keeping it safe. All of my impy, I think I might just upgrade those as well than my boats to go and deal with these caravels. They are very unfairly raiding all of my beautiful embarked troops. Please don't do that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Pike and shots. Here we go. We promised the absolute swarm of pike and shots. And here they are. Just all of the gold, all at half price. Yes. Yes. Excellent. The city flips again, which is beautiful. Portland, do you mind just preparing these walls for an invasion? Thank you so much. Oh, helicopter kicker. Extra movement. Nice. Can I just do like a little sneaky naval invasion onto the island of Fukuoka? I think I can. Yes, the pike and shots have landed. Excellent. My siege equipment isn't far off now. Steam power next turn. That'll mean I've got 2 more movement points on the sea. That'll make a big difference. I like that. Steam power. Maybe railroads. Maybe. Question. Definite question. Right, limes. I'm going to take that off briefly, and the veterancy I'm going to take off briefly as well. Oligarchic legacy is now in, and let's get wars of religion as well. Perfect. Now this should give me a good chunk of extra combat strength if it all lines up perfectly. Japan has their own religion. Let's see how much of it is working. I'm getting intel, I'm getting general, I'm getting oligarchic legacy. I am not getting different religion, and the reason for that, I believe, because I don't have my own religion. But that will happen, and that'll change very soon. Let's just quickly pop that in, and I'll get myself some more walls. Why don't we do that? Actually, nope, scrap that. I need sanitation. Need to get that wonder. Oh, I love the deer. Oh, the deer is so cool. I'll make my own one though. I'll have a look at some of these pictures. Oh, there's some really cool ones. I like the tree. The tree is awesome. Oh, there's going to be quite a few options here. We might have to look quite hard to find something that's going to help us. Tell you what, I need some more tourism. I could go for reliquaries. I've got quite a lot of faith, but no, I actually quite like the ability to put science on my temples. I don't really want to get rid of that. It's giving me most of my science, so I'm going to pick it so that I don't replace it. However, I will give myself this, by the sword. Capturing a city automatically converts it to my majority religion. It's what conquistadors do, I believe. But most importantly for me, it means when I take over a city, I will not take a huge loyalty penalty. Although, look, that's a massive loyalty penalty. Oh, yeah, because it's now a different religion, isn't it? Gotta watch that one. Never mind, my siege tower is almost there. The battering ram is almost there. My caravel is healing itself because it keeps getting almost killed, but it's doing a good job, as is this one. Oh, this is the city I want. It's so close. It's so close. Wow, the samurai stand up really well against me, though. That's pretty damaging. Oh. Now, annoyingly, I'm not getting the bonus to Wars of Religion. Normally, now I know what people are going to say, oh, it's not working because I don't follow my own religion. It shouldn't need it. Being absolutely honest, normally, when I've played this before, it doesn't need to be the majority religion in my empire at all. All it needs to do is be my religion, and it should work. But we'll send an inquisitor around. Maybe that'll help, just in case. Just in case. But no, it shouldn't make a difference. I've experimented with this before. Just owning a religion should get the card to activate. Here's an ironclad, though. Ironclad, help me destroy everything. That's the Ironclad Helps Me Destroy Everything song, by the way. You may not have heard it. It's quite the special of my empire, something of a cultural specialty. Oh, Portland has just dismantled the walls. One unit, just the one unit needed. That's perfect. There you go. City taken again and liberated. Yay! Independent city, say bye-bye. Launch Inquisition. Yeah, it was still not working, but that's okay, because now we have Inquisitors. Inquisitorious. Go out and find the people. And speaking of, here's a siege tower, and here is an ironclad. Mr. Ironclad says to you, hello. Right, hang on, how do we best do this? 1, and I think I can just caravel kill, yeah, 2. Perfect. Mr. Siege Tower, make your way round. There you go. That's to there, that's to there, and now we can bypass, oh, really effectively. I'm actually going to make a sacrifice play on this caravel, because now what I can do is bring an MP round, and I can go like so. 1 attack from the shore, 2 attacks, and then hopefully this is going to be enough. Oh, no, it won't be enough. Come on. I need like 1 more naval attack. I need 1 more boat. You always need a bigger boat. Oh well, might as well attack anyway. We're almost there. We're almost there. And this city, oh, it's starting damage to it. That's the prize. That's the prize I'm after. In comes the caravel. Oh, come on. That was so blatantly supposed to be a one-hit. Ah, it's always the way, isn't it? This is why you bring an admiral to a boat fight. I don't have an admiral, and I am regretting life choices. Still though, Kyoto is being attacked quite nicely. This city, I mean, should fall almost instantaneously, which will leave me to a huge problem with loyalty, -16. Also, my religion didn't work. Oh yes, because I have no majority religion. Ah, of course. Oh dear. One day I will learn, but not today. Did you know refusing to learn is more likely to be 100% more fun 50% of the time? 1 attack like that, then 2 attacks like that. Come on, pike and shot. Can you do it? Can you do it? Yay! You can do it. Anything is possible. -16 still. -16 still. Oh yeah, I think we're attacking Japan in the Golden Age, aren't we? Of course we are. 1 turn though. Maybe that'll be a problem, but that is a Z city. That is a Z city. Oh, and I realise I didn't update it for the wonder as well. I'm not on 10 points at all. I'm on 14 points because I've got 3 wonders now. We've got Statue of Zeus, we've got Chichen Itza, and we've got Great Zimbabwe, as well as now having 2 cities. I should just absolutely mark these just so that we remember which ones are giving us the points. Beautiful. Sir, the enemy who's just taken our city seems to have given it a very strange name and no one can quite fathom why. Little handy trick we've done before, just chop all of the food resources when you go conquering. It's a really good way of just upping the population and giving yourself like a lot more chance of keeping loyalty. New era, Renaissance era, Golden Age, perfect. I'm going to get Hixon Dracones, not because it's the best one, but because it gives me more movement speed at sea, and that would help with this invasion quite a lot. What's Japan? I forgot to check. Japan's in a dark age. There we go. That's what we like to see. Let's just smash this ship to pieces. And now Kyoto. Oh, we've got a good little assault appearing on this city now. I hope. Let's move you to there, Mr. Pike and Shot. You to that. We've got a great general in. So we'll go 1 attack. We'll go 2 attacks and 3 attacks. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. I haven't got my ironclad done. Whoops. I was just about to start moaning like an absolute so-and-so, but no, it's all good. Oh, that's loyal. Yay. Oh, look at that. Cities are already becoming super loyal. That's what you want to see, isn't it? Okay, now this fight has got interesting. Renaissance walls have literally just appeared in 2 of their cities. Tokyo is now very much protected. I've got a couple of choices, really. I am, of course, playing as Zulu, if you haven't noticed, and I could build a bombard corps with 65 range strength. Hang on, no, that would be 70 strength. Is that not showing it to me properly? I don't know. I'm going to say it's probably 70. Or I could go for a frigate, which is 55 strength, a bit cheaper, more maneuverable, but also upgrades. Kind of want to go bombard though. I'm missing a couple of knights. I'm getting 14 per turn. But as we all know, I am deeply impatient, so I'm going to just buy 2 quickly. Tell you what though, I could use it peering a little closer, so I'm actually going to move my pike and shot into the encampment so that when I buy the bombard corps, it gets put into the city instead, you see? Now it's closer. Mwahaha! And it's got a general, which means I can move and fire next turn. Looks like it's going to be pretty brutal. Right, gold and Naito have to be saved here. Tokyo, we're going to have to attempt to besiege it with my army here. Can't go out too quickly. There is a lot of resistance and yeah, I can't fight every single battle at the same time. I say that though, I probably will upgrade just to this ironclad. The caravel was pretty much useless to me at that point. I tell you what, there's something almost relaxing about playing Zulu on zombies. The zombies just, they're so weak compared to my city defenses. Because my ranged attacks, because I get the cores so early and they're so powerful, my city attacks are brutal. Never really thought about that before, but yeah, very effective. Here comes the cannon. As I say, can move and fire because of the presence of a great general. Oh, tell you what, it doesn't look like a lot of damage, that 32, but it's opened it up slightly. I mean, I'd say 2 or 3 shots and we can probably get our pike and shot to the position. We can do some real damage to the city. But for now, just pushing my troops ever forward, ever forward. Another general. I don't remember a game where I've had this much of a sort of monopoly over the great people. Although, to be fair, now Napoleon has decided to go elsewhere. But still, you know, it's all good. What's that you say? Fire the cannons again. Tokyo is being shot at. The samurai, oh, this is tough. These things are very, very strong, but just shows you how powerful the Zulu ability is that I can still push through. Look at that, Tokyo now has a 6 army surround on it. I don't think it's the right time to attack, but I mean, looking at it, my units would take nigh on no damage. So, you know what I would tend to say about a situation such as this. It's a 1 attack, a 2 attack, a 3 attack, a 4 attack, a 5 attack, like that. And actually, that did quite a lot of damage. I reckon we should be able to take the city next turn. These trade routes are good. Oh, I just stole about 1,000 gold from the shipyard and then all these trade routes. Oh, I mean, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to afford another bombard corps, but the game is practically throwing them at me. It's wonderful. Oh, would you... Zombies, it's not funny anymore. It stopped being cute years ago. Second load of bombard corps now. You might say that this may be excessive. To that I would say I'm not going to argue with you. A 1 attack, a 2 attack, a 3 attack, a 4 attack, or 5 attack, question mark? There we go, 5 attack, question mark. Tokyo is mine. That is another... no, this is an ancient wall city. Takamatsu is the Renaissance wall. Okay, perfect. Right, we know where we need to be. We know how we're going to progress. I'm also going to try and seemingly steal this city. I think this could be liberated. This doesn't feel like it was owned by Japan originally. Oh yeah, Aztec. There you go. Let's be nice. And by nice, I mean, you know, forge tons of diplomatic favor that I can then sell to the highest bidder. Oh, there you go. Australia likes me for doing that. Of course you do, sir. When your empire has a distinct happiness problem, remember, conservation is your friend. Look, I can make a good national park from all of these tiles that I'm working from Petra. Beautiful. It's worth 6 amenities, which is a lovely amount. I do need more happiness, though. I need amenities. Where are you? Where do you live? Oh, there we go. Liberalism. Enlightenment. I knew it was somewhere around. I always forget it when I'm sort of up the top of the civic tree. What's he doing at the top of the tree, they say? I'm not sure. Oh, I tell you what I haven't done. I haven't updated my points. 16 points, because now I have 3 cities. Yay! So there's one, and there's another. Oh, no, hang on. No, but I already did do that. I've counted it twice. Nobody look. Nobody look. Done some damage against this city with my MP, and I was going to make an attack with an ironclad. And then I realised, look at all that plundering I can do. Ah, plundering. Well, hey, new cards. Liberalism. 24 amenities across my nation, you say? 24? That's pretty good. Oh yeah, look, everyone's very happy now. But they're going to get even happier with this national park. Yay! Oh, and there's another one that I can put down. Look at that. It's almost too easy. I think that's pretty much it. But hey, two will do. 2 will do. So the wall's gone. Oh, not quite, but almost. He's the bombards can actually reach over the top. I was like pretty sure they couldn't. Perfect. Okay, right. This city will fall within a turn then. That's fine. Can we get armies soon? We can get armies soon. Oh, that's lovely. Tell you what, this ascent of Japan, it's just awkward. It's the main thing, really. Oh, who owns this encampment? I think actually this is owned by the southern city, isn't it? Oh, that's good. Okay, it won't take too much to break through then. That's good. Oh, and we're sieged now, apparently. Nice. Sanitation. There's the last wonder. There's the last wonder. Now, it's going to be quite a difficult build because we're very close to winning this. 6 turns, though. Hey, it's not half bad. We might be able to pull this off. I might ruin a couple of tiles by doing that. But with a few trade routes, with a few bits and pieces, yeah, I might well be able to pull this off. How do I go about this best? Let's unlock this. Pop that in there. I don't need the loyalty anymore. And go Gothic architecture again. Still showing 6 turns. Good, good, good. I think it's actually too modern a wonder, isn't it? Industrial era wonder. What did my card just go up to? Renaissance. Fool! Needed civil engineering. I knew it. I knew I'd mucked up. Never mind. What I could do instead is just look at the borders of the city. Is there anything I could chop down? No, just the woods, really. Okay. We might just have enough time before we win the tourism victory, but I will have to rush this as quick as we can. Sendai has been taken. Big population city, that one. And Takamatsu is the next target. Well, you know what? This is going to be close. Overtaking some Japanese land has pushed my tourism bonus above 3,000 somehow. How on earth has that happened? You know what? I don't even know. Probably something I've picked up along the way. Some furs, maybe? Doesn't feel like I've picked up enough. Oh well. Sometimes you just don't ask. Just take it all. Well, at any rate, we have the city surrounded once again. This whole surrounding city thing is quite easy, actually. In fact, look, I've surrounded another one from the north with boats. You find me here in the barrel of some very poor financial decisions, trading gold per turn for raw gold, because I really, really want Filippo. There we go. To the penny. Perfect. Well, we had to... Yeah, the game is almost over, so the gold per turn is less important. Like, look how many engineers I had to buy. I just want someone that could rush a wonder. There's a chance. There is a small chance we can do this before the end of the game. But it's gonna be close. It's gonna be really close. 2 bombard strikes on the city. These bombards have been invaluable. I forget how strong Zulu bombards are. Very good. Attack, 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 attack. Can we get this city killed this turn? No, we can't. No matter. I think I can take Yokohama instead. Just to, really push in on the defeat that the Japanese are suffering here. There's Da Vinci. That's a bit more culture, which is good. That is a useless engineer that makes you a culture bomb on industrial zones. The one everyone hates. And, okay, perfect. I think we might actually be able to just about pull this off. Nationalism. I can make armies now. I can make an army. It's a good thing. My pike and shot will become the world's first, I expect. Or at least near the first. No, not anyone. Not anywhere near. Someone's got a lot more culture than I do. Who is that? Shaka. No, hang on. I'm Shaka. What? Having an identity crisis there. Someone got Napoleon, didn't they? That's what it was. Where are you, Napoleon? Where have you gone? There you are. Actually, loads of generals. After I was giving it all that about getting all the generals. Yeah, I don't actually want to take this last city. There is a couple of reasons. Firstly, Tokugawa gets full loyalty, so if I leave it alone, Tokugawa will stay still. Secondly, I'm actually getting tourists from Tokugawa. He is one of the first 20 civilizations. If I take him out of the game, I lose 8 tourists. And honestly and politely, I say to you, I am done with this game, because this wonder has a Z in it. Do I get to count it twice because it's got 2 Zs in it? Does that mean that it's worth 4 points? I wasn't giving myself points for my own Z cities, so I suspect this probably doesn't. We'll call it 2 points. But that is all 4 wonders taken and all of these cities on the map that I discovered. There you go. All 4 wonders. It's not quite the same as the government wonders, is it? But that is the 16 points. 4 great people, 4 wonders, 2 cities. You can see the great people that I have recruited. There is the first. There is the second. There is the third, and Amina is the fourth because she is in Zinga. All that I need to do now is end the turn and hopefully win this game. Ta-da! 133 out of 128. We had 42 turns left. There were a couple of great people that I still could have got with Zs in the name. And don't forget, it doesn't need to be a 50-player map, but I am laying down this gauntlet to anybody watching. There's, I reckon 16 points using this rule set is pretty difficult to play with the Zulu. What can you do? Can you do better? The funny thing is that Portland sat here with Helicopter Kicker, bringing Marley kicking and screaming back into the game one more time. That actually makes the tourism victory even better, because how many did I have? 6 with Marley. So yeah, I actually probably would have won a turn before we actually did. Never mind. Huzzah! Huzzah! It's a culture victory with the Zulu. Culture victories always count when you take over an entire continent, right? That's totally fine. I didn't get Marcus Aurelius as well. Oh, my game is made. Fantastic. Buildings constructed. Look at that. Whee! Cities captured. Whee! Actually, Vietnam was doing some capturing there. Love it. Cities founded. Yeah, I'm nowhere to be seen. Districts constructed. That's what makes players beat AI. And that's so far above everyone else. Mainly my encampment, to be fair. Number of combats. Wow, that wasn't even me that won that. It was the Dutch. The Dutch had more combat than anyone else. Wow. What were they doing in that game? I'm not sure. Anyway, my culture won towards the end, but I wasn't really trying on that one. It was my science. This is what was doing me so well. I was very much ahead of the pack. Governor titles, useless graph, that one. Religions founded, good. Mine was like fourth last religion. Look at that, it really didn't work. It was a total pointless thing to have, but hey, I got it anyway. Units killed, quite a few. Units lost. I mean, can you see my line? You can't see my line at all. So what I'm gonna say is that I lost 0. I think nobody could argue with that. It's not true at all. Wonders constructed, yeah, but I always build my wonders towards the end of the game. I like to accelerate through the game and then come back to wonders later. It just seems to be the way I play. Not sure why. So yeah, look at that. A pretty unified Japan, apart from leaving the northern capital of Tokugawa alone. A pretty unified Africa and Madagascar, leaving of course this little city-state enclave for Egypt and Mali just to feed tourists off. Up to 151 out of 134, and as you can see, we're now getting 8,600 tourism with Vietnam per turn. 3,021% luxury resource monopoly. Ah yes, you love this mode. To be fair, the only reason I always bring this mode on when I'm playing such large games is because, I mean, it's taking like 10 minutes for the turns to load at the moment. It's quite a long time. My poor PC is about to melt. So it adds a really nice earlier game victory that kind of means that you get to see the joy of the early stages of the game, which are always really fun. Like the fight with Congo and Ethiopia, that was a really good one. Really enjoyed that fight. Absolutely fantastic. And then once you get settled, it's like, yep, well, clearly I've done well. I mean, have you ever seen a Zulu invasion of Japan before? I feel like that's pretty cool. But with that game, that is Zulu finished. That is the end of Z in our A to Z challenge. The last game has been finished. And you know what, at this point, I'm kind of going to leave it at that. We're not going to really talk about that too much. We're going to leave that to another video. Thank you all very much for watching. You have been a wonderful audience. If you've enjoyed this series and this video, consider subscribing to the channel, consider liking the video. It really helps and it's really appreciated. But otherwise, I'll be seeing you all very soon. Goodbye. goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennis, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!